All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving up glory and all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone that do rule well, and peace and blessing to the Akim and the four corners of the earth to preach and teach this word in sincerity and in truth and hopefully elect this brother right from JMSTrinity.com for the edification for the elect's sake. All right, you know, I was just going through the news, and basically the times that are coming, dreadful times, and I have a lot of people that, believe that, this society will continue, all right, and believe that, life will go on as normal, and, there will come hard times, and that is it, but not knowing that we have a great and dreadful time coming, which is the famine, and we have food shortages, all right. We hear rumors of wars, all right, martial law, all right, pestilence, a lot of the prophecies are fulfilling, and coming to pass speedily, all right, because, hey, we are the end. We are the end, and, the prophets of the Lord, you can clearly see that. Some people, still have their ass, their head shoved up in their ass, they're like ostriches, like these women, saying they go and shake their ass and, and have a good time, all right, here in Babylon, all right, and we can clearly see that, hey, harsh and dreadful times are upon us, all right, it's time to get right to the Most High, because, He's the only one who can take care of us in that time, all right. I just want to bring this video here from EMTV, and let's bring a few precepts, and for the edification, for the sake, all right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Bezos is the latest billionaire to come out and say, batten down the hatches, proving the point that we are living through an economic financial collapse and a Great Depression of scale that will be worse than 1929. I would take his advice, batten down the hatches, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, he was talking about Goldman Sachs' latest warning that we're entering a recession, arguably a depression here in the United States. We've also had more reports come out in the last 24, 48 hours confirming what I warned you about, that the central banks here in the United States and in Europe were lying to you. Inflation isn't transitory, it's permanent. We are living through a hyperinflationary collapse here in the West. In fact, there's a report by AP News.
All right, you see they are lying to you, all right? They are lying and making it seem like all is well, and, everything is good. But really and truly, hey, things are going downhill with America. All right, you really, listen to this video. It show you that, hey, the American dollar is collapsing, already collapsed, so to speak. It's already done away with. All right, it's already done away with, and we can clearly see that, hey, this is the fall of these Edomites. Their kingdom is about to crumble. All right, this is the end of this kingdom. All right, this wicked ass kingdom. All right, I'm gonna bring up a quick precept. All right, this is Isaiah 32:6. It says, "For the vile person will speak vainly, and his heart will work iniquity." All right, coming on the platforms with a big smile on their face and making, trying to make people feel like, you're bringing hope, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. All right, it's just hypocrisy. They are coming with all these governments. All right, they all are linked. All right, even our own prime minister, they are linked with the wicked. All right, they are all coming on these platforms with a smile on their face and making it seem like all is well. All right, and to utter against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and will cause the drink of the thirst to fail. All right, and when the time of famine hit, all right, when shit hit the fan, All right, when you people is going to understand. All right, verse 7, it says, the instrument also of the cruel are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. We hear that? With lying words. Even when the needy speak it right. All right? The scripture say that the words are smoother than butter. All right? In the book of Psalms. All right? Psalm 50. All right? This is how the serpent come in. They come in, you know, to deceive the people. All right? Not doing that. Bad times are upon we. All right? Bad times. So you go back to the book of Genesis. All right? The book of Genesis, chapter 12. Salakia. Chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, and there was a famine in the land, and Abraham went down unto Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. And that what's gonna come. And who orchestrating all this? The Mosai. Yabashim Yoshai. I through these Edomites, these wicked devils, all right? Because they are bringing on the famine. Hey, through the Mosai. Alright? Through the Mosai. Alright? Satan doing his work. Alright? Let me go to the book of Jeremiah. Alright? Salakia. I'll jump down to verse 42, 41 and 30. Right, it says, and there shall rise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. And that was gonna come. What was gonna come in the space? Famine, great death, pestilence. Alright? That is what coming to this place. Alright? Food shortage, martial law. Alright, where they gonna put you in these concentration camps? Where they gonna, you know, bring in the new world order and the B systems? Alright, the CBDC, alright, the MOTB. If you're not done with the cause, hey, they were that for. Alright, that were that for. Alright, these devils are about to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12. Alright, because time is running out. We see in the stage for war is already set and war is already happening. Alright. Alright. Everything is happening in stages. You know what I mean? Everything that's set, that's to happen, that's to break out. Alright? And we've seen it happening. Alright, I'm gonna go to the book of and it's gonna come hunger and starvation. Let me go to the book of Psalms. Right, talking about the serpent. That's in a serpent crawling in front of me right now. Alright. Psalms 105 and 16, it says, moreover he called for a famine upon the land, he breaketh the whole staff of bread. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the video, right? Because why? People wouldn't be able to buy bread, people wouldn't be able to afford to buy bread, right? It will have no work in Egypt in that time, which is very soon. We'll see in that, hey, all hell is about to break loose once again. Alright, well, it's not new under the sun. Alright, it's not new under the sun, because hey, the Roman Empire, when all hell break loose, that was in the 764 AD. Slovakia 47 476 AD. All right, in that time period. All right, when the Roman Empire, the whole society will come crumbling down. All right, the decline of that society, which is still here today. All right, which is still here today. Modern day Egypt. All right, so in the book of Genesis here, we're talking about that famine. Hey, that famine is talking about in the time in Egypt. All right, and it's gonna happen again in this modern time here. Modern day Egypt. All right, which is America. All right, so all right, we'll go to the book of Leviticus 26. All right, the book of Leviticus 26. It says, and when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall break their own bread in one oven. I am Isaiah 4:1. Right? Isaiah 4:1. For your bread again by weight, and ye shall eat and not be satisfied. Because why? You wouldn't have enough money or enough groceries in your house. You gotta eat by measure. Alright? You will not be satisfied. Alright, then we continue to go back to the video and go here. What is he saying?
News that just came out and said that inflation is accelerating to 40-year highs, and the United Kingdom is experiencing 10+% price hikes just within the last 12 months. This is catastrophic, ladies and gentlemen, and it has never been worse. At the same time, President Joe Biden liquidates our strategic petroleum reserve, which is there strategically on reserve to only be used during financial collapse, during economic depressions, and during World War III type events. So either we're already in World War III type events, or this is being politicized by the president to temporarily sell America out to draw down prices on oil for the election, politicizing and meddling with the upcoming midterms for political benefit. Of course, Saudi Arabia, which just pivoted against the United States of America, slashed up to 2 million barrels a day and has pivoted to Asia. They said for price stability, to do what's right for the general public, was absolutely contrary to what Joe Biden had pressured and attempted to strong arm the nation state of Saudi Arabia. He asked them specifically, this is the accusation, to not cut the barrels of production until after the election, which many would argue would be election meddling. Again, that has nothing to do with price stability. It has everything to do with politics and meddling with an upcoming midterm. So we see chaos around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Bread prices skyrocketing according to the New York Times. Jeff Bezos warning that it's time to batten down the hatches in a worst case scenario. Again, one of the most powerful people in the world, heavily connected, of course, with the government, with various projects, not just Amazon, but of course, his space company as well, Blue Origin. If anybody would know, ladies and gentlemen, it would be him. Of course, Jeff Bezos has contracts with the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agencies. In fact, that's how they first turned a profit when Amazon was just up and coming with its cloud-based services.
Right, because you see these devils, they have a lot, to come, right? Because hey, Revelation 12:12, that they have a short time, right? So they are bound to bring their wrath and see how much they could drain the poor, all right? That's why it is having all these high inflations, and all these, riots all over the place, sedition amongst men. Because why? Even the middle class is gonna feel it. Alright? Gonna come down to north. Alright? Because why? Hey, the rich, Salakia, the rich is gonna get richer. Alright? You see what they're doing? They're trying to milk everybody right now. Alright? Raising gas prices, food prices, and in raising or salaries. Alright? Or minimum wage. Staying the same way. I'm not expecting people to live off of that same salary. Alright? Where they're already struggling with to make ends meet. Working 2-3 jobs. Alright? And eventually, hey, the people gonna catch hell. And what's gonna happen? People are going to rise up against the government. Alright? They're gonna have home invasions are already happening. Alright? People gonna rob people and take the things. Alright? So very soon you gotta be careful when you're moving with your bag of groceries, because you don't know who will be following there to take it. Alright? You don't know who will be following there to take it. Alright? You might pay to debt for that bag of groceries you work hard for, or the like penny that you have saving that we went and buy groceries with. So we see all these things coming to pass, you know what I mean? And clearly see that, hey, we are coming closer and closer to the end. Alright? I just want to bring one more precept on the famine. Alright, there's the book of Isaiah. Alright, the book of Isaiah, Isaiah 3 and verse 1. It says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts shall take away." Alright, I was really interrupted. Alright, so I say there in Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, "For behold, the Lord the Lord of hosts, do he take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay of bread, the stay and the staff of bread, and the staff of the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water." Alright, seeing that, we have a lot of droughts happening over in the Middle East. A lot of droughts taking place. Alright, a lot of rivers drying up. As the scripture says, you're gonna make your rivers islands. Alright, so all these things gonna come to pass. Alright, all these things must come to pass. Alright, this is prophecy. Alright, if I go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 4 and 16. It says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread on Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure. Son, you will be drinking water by measure. Alright? Because the lack of water. Alright? The Most High, He ordained everything. And this is what's going to take place. And this is nothing new. Alright? This happened already. Alright? This happened already. Famine hit the land many times. Alright? And with astonishment. Alright? And with astonishment. Alright? And I'll go to the book of Isaiah. Alright. So Satan is coming wrong, boy. I am coming with that whole noise. Alright, Isaiah chapter 36 and 12. Oh, Salakia. I'll go back to Ezekiel. Salakia. Ezekiel. Alright, Ezekiel chapter 4 and 10, it says, And thy meat, Salakia, which thou shalt eat, shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time thou shalt eat. You understand? From time to time thou shalt eat it. You will be trying to save that stretch that meat. Alright? Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of an in from time to time. Right? As a sip shalt thou drink, and thou shalt eat it, barely cake, and thou shalt bake it with dung that come out of man. That time people will be desperate, right? In their sight, a lot of people gonna be desperate. You understand? In that time, all right. If you go to the book of Isaiah 36, I was going for that chapter just now. Isaiah 36 and 12. All right, here it says, I highlight it here. Slovakia. Oh, it's ads, boy. Alright, it says Isaiah 36 and 12. It says, and Rabshakeh said, had my master sent me to thy master and to thee to speak these words, had he not sent me to the man that sat upon the wall, that they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you? All right, this is one of this shit gonna come to pass. This is gonna happen. All right, this is what's going to happen when that time come, which is soon. All right, because we're seeing things happening quickly. All right, things are happening very quickly. Jeremiah 5 and 26. Here it says, all right, and this goes back to these wicked ass devils. All right, this goes back to these wicked ass devils, because all these things that happen, and they set the thing. All right, everything was planned. All right, just like the pandemic, everything was set and everything was set and put in place. All right, so that they can conquer. All right, Jeremiah 5 and 26. It says, for among my people are found wicked men. All right, they lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch man. All right, as a cage full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and wax rich. And if you were just part of the video, you're gonna hear what he's saying here.
Services. Here we have President Biden say it's simple. When the cost of oil comes down, we should see the price at the pump come down as well. That's how it should work. But right now, refiners and retailers are making record profits at the expense of the vast majority of Americans. He also goes on to say that these companies should not buy back their own shares right now to boost corporate profits. Well, that's meddling with capitalism. Ladies and gentlemen, again, all companies and Fortune 100 companies have done this recently because of the central bank and the Federal Reserve weaponizing interest rates and too big to fail bank bailouts into infinity, which has incentivized cheap money and credit in a massive debt load of $31 trillion that has coerced these companies to buy back their own shares to boost profits and then, of course, liquidate and dump on the faces of retail.
Right? So they're trying to squeeze everything out of the nation what they can get, because these other nations are turning from them from doing business with them. As the scripture says, they shall hate the whore. All right, we see in other nations, turning to Asia and these other nations to do business. All right, because they are about to crumble. All right, Great America. All right. Great America.
To boost profits and then, of course, liquidate and dump on the faces of retail, which is exactly what we've seen recently amongst all of the oligarchs here in the United States of America. Also, very shocking and alarming news, although expected if you've been following this channel. Vladimir Putin has declared MARTIAL space law and 4 regions of recently acquired territory in Ukraine. This is very significant, ladies and gentlemen. At the same time, Joe Biden is stocking up on up to $300 million worth of anti-radiation pills, and he's warned of Armageddon and the possibility of tactical or intercontinental ICBMs being used as a result of the proxy war in Ukraine, right after China has met with its Congress.
All right. And we're seeing these things. Scripture talk about this. All right. Then we go to the book of Matthew 24. All right. Matthew 24 and 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, seeing that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in various places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows." And hey, this is what coming. Right? Thus say the Lord. Alright? Thus say the Lord in the scriptures. Alright? It's not my words. Alright?
With its Congress, very, very concerning. Of course, if we go back just a couple of months ago, the U.S. had canceled its ICBM test due to Russia nuclear tension. So they actually canceled it because they didn't want to ruffle the feathers, contrary to what many of you are telling me now. Well, they do these drills all the time. No, they canceled the last missile launch because they said it was significant warning. They didn't want to escalate tensions with Russia. Well, now the gloves are off. NATO is running nuclear exercises amid tensions with Russia, and this is happening right now. This is the operation that's currently occurring. NATO has begun its annual nuclear exercises in Northwestern Europe amid tensions over the war in Ukraine and President Vladimir Putin's threat to use any means necessary to defend Russian territory.
All right, and I saw the cookie crumble. All right, I saw the cookie crumble because all this shit must come to pass. You know, all this shit must come to pass. All right. And I'm going to talk with this prophet here, with this precept. This is Matthew 24 and 15. It says, "When therefore shall see the denomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, who read it, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let them which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of their houses at the time of martial law." Alright? Alright? It says here, verse 18, "Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that with child, and to them that give suck in those days." So hey, having a child in these days right now, the scripture say, "Woe unto them," woe unto them. "But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall the great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no ever shall be." Alright? So this is what coming. It says, "Then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning." So this tribulation that you're going to face, no one haven't seen. All right, you haven't heard about that. All right, so the time has come. All right, it must come to pass. And the time has come. Evil, pestilence, alright, famine, destruction is at hand. Alright, the coming of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is at hand. Alright, so we hope this lesson was edifying, and with that, I want to give our glory and our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakadash, Babylon, see the apostles that great ministry and do well. And peace and blessing going out to the Akim in the four corners of the earth who preach and teach His word. in sincerity and in truth, and hopefully like his brother Ralph, signing out till next time, saying shalom.